Greco-Romans. It's the 85-kilogram contest just about to get underway. Contesting it Germany, Ukraine, Sweden, Hungary, Azerbaijan and France. So that'll be good to enjoy. The first one for your entertainment tonight from Germany, Ramsin AZIZSIR, the big man in red, and his opponent from the Ukraine, BELENIUK.
Yeah, BELENIuk, the father of BELENIuk was African, but from Rwanda, but the coach, he never met his father, so the real father was his coach now.
So united by the family of wrestling, BELENIuk will be trying to get a bronze here. BELENIuk in blue, his opponent from Germany, Ramsin AZIZSIR.
Let's see if the German will be successful as they were in women's freestyle, because we had an Olympic champion from Germany, yeah. So there are a big German fan here, a big delegation of German fan here. Recognize a few champions and coaches, young, old, all together here to support their team.
Just a period of observation so far. AZIZSIR trying to dominate the centre of the mat against BELENIuk.
That's a good attitude from BELENIuk in the middle. Let's see now. Oh, he's trying.
Makes a mistake though.
Head and arm. He tried a head and arm throw. As we saw, the missed throw, the referee invited the wrestler to stand up because there was no intention, nothing from the Belarusian from the Ukrainian to...
and just a mistake, he grabbed for it and fell. Didn't lose any points for that one, that's always good. Because it's not easy if you're trying, everybody makes mistakes, but not to get punished for it, that's a good thing. But passivity being held up against BELENIuk, potentially.
Yeah. He's blocking, but you see he's not very mobile on his legs, and he shows more attentist situation than attacking situation, attacking attitude. And he's stepping back, by the way. So the referee, the Swiss referee, invite him to engage more. After 2 minutes period, no one can produce. So he cautioned the Ukrainian and put him in a parterre position. After the second warning, the one was for free. Now the second one is the obligation to go in a parterre position. Now let's see what the German will do with this situation. BELENIuk looks ready to counter a good position on his stomach. He concentrated all the weight on his stomach, so the German can do nothing, you know, because it was too much concentration of the weight on the stomach of BELENIuk. So he adopted a good defense.
Looks very strong in the upper body, BELENIuk Jan, the Ukrainian. Keeps his elbows really close to his body. Very powerful shoulders. AZIZSIR, the taller of the two, but not having any joy at the moment. His head being controlled by the Ukrainian.
They don't take that much risk here. We just see the slap the head and slap the head and slap the head, but nothing, you know, to engage, to have some good setup for a throw following or some actions will unbalance the opponent.
Well, that's the only solitary effort so far. It was that miss.
Yeah, that was the attempt of head and arm, like on the side. not using the hip, and because it was a slippery position, and nothing was attempted by German, so the referee invited them to stand up again and start. There was action for free for the Ukrainian, but now it's time to, and by the way, he's cautioned once, but I think it will be the Germans' turn to do something, because we don't saw that much things, produce that much action, produce all that.
Yeah, I think AZIZSIR just got a smack in the head there. Both ran into each other.
Yes.
Yeah, unintentional, but it certainly stings. Just explaining to the referee. Just here, bump.
But you know, the German just goes straight ahead on the head of the Ukrainian. So
unintentional, but it still smarts a little bit. But they're ready to get underway. Made of tough stuff, these men here. The 85-kilogram bronze medal match.
Attempt of a arm drag from the German, and under control for the Ukrainian. Let's see if he's trying. He has the control, but he escaped. He let the German escape from that control. And the German is very active on the head, but not active on the arms. Not active to engage the arms on the Ukrainians to control his upper body. And you see the Ukrainians is trying to reach the bell for maybe a salto or whatever, or takedown. And that's the Germans' turn to go on the floor on the paddle. And you will probably see some action from the Ukrainian, because he showed a lot of power.
Yep, the upper body.
Yeah, if he can engage the control on the body of the German. Yeah, he already did it. He locked the two hands, and he's going for that one.
Perfect.
I predicted, and it happened. And will be probably go for a second one. Yes, a second one, but for 1 point only, because the German was passing from one end to the other one.
Okay, so he wasn't really in danger.
No, the one before was on the elbow and the head, so they give him 2 technical points, this time 1 point.
And this could be the difference, could be a game changer for BELENIUK. The parterre produced the 3 points.
You see the power. He left his opponent with his hip to push him ahead and obligate him to breach.
Well, AZIZSIR is going to have to try and produce something pretty special now. He's come up against a brick wall in BELENIUK. And
it's 1 minute left. Let's see now. It's going to be difficult for him, because it's also becoming more slippery. The body is not swelling, and on the last minute, you know, even if you grab, you can see the skin shining on the light here in the middle of the mat. So it's not that easy to have a good control on upper body when it's sweating like that.
And BELENIUK is in control. The clock is ticking down here. The German in red is going to have to do something.
Always the fingers, always the fingers. Thank you, Mr. Referee.
Well, he sneaks in there, unlocks the fingers, but unlocking the bronze medal cabinet here could be BELENIUK Jean. He's in prime position here. He's got 20 seconds left to try and stay in it.
Okay, that's first attempt from the German.
And he's exhausted, Daniel. You can see just how tired he is.
Trying to recover from the knee stroke, taking 5-10 seconds to breathe.
Understandable, under the pressure, under the lights, and under the hammer here from BELENIUK.
So BELENIUK will not go on him now. He will not step in, he will step back.
He doesn't need to do anything anymore. AZIZSIR gives up. He's absolutely exhausted. Elation though for BELENIUK Jean.
But when you're the loser, you always look more exhausted than the winner.
It's always tiring. You've got nothing left to carry.
I'm sure BELENIUK did a hard job. He's also exhausted, but he doesn't show.
Sure. And also, when you're leading, when you've got the points up, you can take your time, just concentrate on defence. AZIZSIR had to go for it, couldn't get it. And it's a lovely bronze for BELENIUK. He's looking for his flag.
He's asking for it.
Or he's doing a little dance, one or the other.
Come on.
So come and get it, we've got it in the crowd.
I don't know.
Well, eventually, I wonder if the fans will pass the flag to him.
Now you see again the action, or the German tried to hook the leg of the Belarusian, of the Ukrainian, I mean, but nothing to disturb BELENIUK on his God-wrench attempt to win this bronze medal.
Well, it is a lovely bronze for BELENIUK, and he's round the back here collecting the flag. Yes, it's the flag relay.
He will have the tour of honor with the flag.
And it's lovely, actually. It was people in the crowd that threw it down all the way from the back of the arena. So they know what it means to BELENIUK Jean. And yet more success for the Ukraine.
He's kissing the flag. It's you know, that's his nation. We welcome him, and the coach are so happy now here.
Well, lovely scenes in the bronze medal contest in the 85 kilograms. It is about power, as the t-shirt said. It is about strength as well. We're on to the second bronze medal match. Christopher Johansson, the big man from Sweden, and his opponent Victor Lawrence from Hungary. And Lawrence, of course, keeping it in the family.
He's the bronze, was the bronze in the last World Championship in Budapest, and his big brother Thomas.
Yeah, he's wrestling tomorrow.
Wrestling tomorrow.
So we've seen a lot of family interest at this competition, haven't we?
Stories here, huh? A brother-in-law, sisters-in-law,
father and son.
Father and son.
Twin brothers.
Twin brothers. Let's see now.
So it is the United World Wrestling Championships. These families united on the map, but separating the two. Johansson from Sweden, he's 24. He's a firefighter from Malmo. Wonder if he'll be good at the fireman's lift. Except he's having a bite there of the singlet of Lawrence.
Scandinavian and Hungarian are very traditional countries in Greco-Roman. All the Scandinavians, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, that's their preferred style, Greco-Roman. So we had a lot of champions in the past who were like Andersson for Sweden and Tapio from Finland. So they're all big names who succeed in Greco-Roman at the Olympics, at the World. And here the Johansson.
It was nice, we got to watch Lawrence ourselves together in Budapest when he took that bronze medal. His big brother was expected to get the medal, but he was the first man to get the bronze. So yeah, big moments in Budapest for him. But it's all about the battle in Tashkent here. And as we've said, just how tiring this is, leaning on each other, making decisions. There's no room for error. There's no margin.
Control of 2-on-1 from the Hungarian. 2 arms, when I say 2-on-1, it means 2 arms and 1 arm. Making stronger. Now he's trying to attack on the belt.
Sneaky use of the leg as well there from Lawrence.
Attack the wrist of Johansson. You see the position of the head on the back of Johansson, and you see a beautiful décalage.
Did he use the leg? I think he maybe used the leg there.
Yeah, within let's see.
Step through with the leg.
For me, you know, was he used the hip.
Well, the referee
used the hip.
Disagreeing. The referee saying using the leg.
Yeah, you know, he put he step in the middle of the legs of the opponent, but he turned and used the hip to put his opponent out of balance.
Doesn't get any points for it. Good show of effort from Lawrence, much to the chagrin of Daniel Robin. It looked like a good technique from here, but the referee saying that it was use of the leg, which is not allowed. Are the legs allowed to touch at all?
Yes, they are allowed to touch, not to be used to block or to sweep the legs, the opponent's leg. Now it's a parterre position here, exactly 30 seconds before the end of the first period, and the lift from the Hungarian, attempt of lift from the Hungarian. Now that range attempt on the side. The referee decides there is no productive point, so ask them to stand up.
Well, Johansson hanging on in there. There's 5 seconds left in the period. And the Swede will be the happier of the two. He looks as if he got away with one there.
I will be happy to see the slow motion if we have the chance to see. And I think the Hungarian now is a little bit disappointed because he's trying a regular throw, you see here. He will penetrate with his hand, his leg between the two legs of the opponent, putting his foot under the gravity center, but he uses his hip, not using his lip.
Did he use his hip on the thigh or his hip on the hip?
The hip on the hip, because he brings his opponent on his body, on his upper body. So he put his hip in contact with the hip of the opponent.
Well, hopping on here, Lawrence back onto the mat. He's going to have to let that one go, put it out of his mind and get on with the action here, because if he's done it once, he can maybe do it again. Johansson, the firefighter, just trying to subdue Lawrence at this stage. So intensive, such hard work. Very well conditioned athletes.
Such hard work because the efforts are all concentrated on the upper body.
Sure.
But we mentioned before the work of the legs, that to keep the balance and to lift the opponent when it's the case. You saw the Ethiopian, switching from one leg to the other leg with the upper body, with the full weight of the opponent on his arms. So it shows big power.
And it's a handy 1-0 for Lawrence. For that passivity.
Another one.
Minimum.
Yeah, because there was from hand to hand, he didn't go on the bridge. Another one. That's 3.
Same situation, yep. And Lawrence has got a decent gap now. Well, he could have been rewarded in the first period for a legitimate throw, but he's made a decent start to this second period here. Victor Lawrence, one hand on Johansson and one hand on the bronze potentially. Good defensive work from the big Swede though.
You can see he's trying to attack the opponent. They both get out of the mat, so it should be no point. Yeah, you have the match chairman who say no.
So when they show the white card, it means
it's nothing. The action is not for one or the other.
Well, it's going one way at the moment. Victor Lawrence heading for victory. Johansson just trying to change things there, tries to shoot low.
He tried a pass under the arm to go behind, but he failed on that. Lawrence is really attentive of the Swedish attack set up, the arm drag here, attempt arm drag, but with the under control with his right arm, Lawrence is on safety position. So the referee say, I don't know, he grabbed the singlet maybe.
Yeah.
We don't see everything, of course, because we are not that close as a referee to see it.
Up close and personal, but close to a bronze medal at the moment, Victor Lawrence. And he's trying to stay active without doing too much, giving Johansson lots to think about.
You see, always Lawrence is getting under control with the right arm, and the Swedish is not trying anything from that position. he put the head on the chest of Lawrence, so he can do nothing from there. Here he can do something, not here, not with the head on the chest of the opponent, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, with less than 10 seconds left, Victor Lawrence has found a way to win. He's been too good and too strong for too long, and he takes that bronze medal.
With a big expression.
I think he enjoyed that. He worked hard for it. That's what you want, is a slap in the face from your coach after you win. They're made of tough stuff, these men. Lovely win there. Christopher Johansson of Sweden gave it all he had. But Victor Lawrence, in the end, well, he got a bronze medal at the last World Championships. He's now got another one. His big brother Thomas goes tomorrow. Maybe that'll inspire him.
You see the goal range again for 1 point. You see from hand to hand. 1 point and another one from another angle. A good angle with the camera to see the action. See how again you see really the full momentum of the action from the front of the attack. Congratulations from the old coach, who's very happy as the athlete.
Lovely moments for Lawrence, and that is the last of the bronze medals here in the 85s. It's now time for the final. Time for the gold medal contest. From Azerbaijan, Saman Temasbi, and his opponent from France.
Yes, Melona Noumanvi was a silver medalist in Denmark in 2009. And his brother is the son-in-law of the president of the French Federation, by the way. Son of a father of one child. So that's his second final. Let's see if this time he will succeed. And he will be, if he will be a world champion, he will be the first world champion after such a number of years, because the last world champion in Greco-Roman for France was Yvan Rimer in 1995. So let's see now after 19 years, almost 20 years.
20 years later, can he take glory here? But he's got a tough opponent, Saman Temasbi, originally from Iran, moved to Baku. Got a silver in the last World Championships and a silver in the Grand Prix in his new native home city of Baku in the Golden Grand Prix this year. So it's a battle of two different styles and two different physiques as well. The long legs of the Frenchman.
Melona finished 5th in the London Olympic Games in 2012. And he was the bronze also in 2013. So silver, bronze, it just needs the goal.
It just needs one goal to complete the set. Noumanvi would be on the top of the podium.
But also Temasbi had a few silver medals.
And he's looking strong in the middle, the man from Iran who's representing Azerbaijan.
For the moment, the French wrestler is warning by the referee to engage more wrestling. You can see a lot of bandages on the hands from both wrestlers. Probably the effect of grabbing the fingers for some time. And there was the first world champion in Greco-Roman for France, Patrice Mourier, who is the coach now, in 1987. And between them...
Did he go before the whistle there, Noumanvi? Just a little bit too quick for the ref.
He stole, as we say, he stole the start. You see the muscles of the athletes. You know, you can see that they are really not too much grace.
No,
85 kilos of muscles. But you know, he should open. The referee asked him now to open.
Temas being very clever on the inside.
Yeah. No point produced on this time. Normandie is good in lifting, but didn't happen here. So will be probably next time the change of the AZIZSIR guy if Normandie don't show more activity on this first period. A good point. Oh, good one. Oh, good 2 points here. Beautiful action from Normandie.
Normandie there, that could be very, very important, Daniel.
Oh yeah, those technical points are very important for him. You'll see it, arm drag, go on the side, control the belt, control the arm, and keep him in a position, a dangerous position. He just turn around after that.
Because Temas B, of course, we know, by way of Iran, so he had plenty of top-class wrestling in his youth, in the junior days. He's going to have to call in all of that experience here because the big Frenchman at the moment, Daniel, a very significant and useful 2-point gap.
Very important moment for him. Now, let's see, 30 seconds to give advisement to the athletes. You will see the move, arm drag, control the wrist on the back, and change the orientation of the attack. You know, he turn left, and
as much as it's
turn around on the other side.
Using the strength of the upper body, but also the speed of the feet. You can see how quick he was there.
Yes, exactly. It turned around fast, very fast. It changed the direction of the attack fast.
He's done that a few times. The taller of the two, but certainly the quicker, happy to change the angle.
Now it will be good for Normandie because the AZIZSIR will have the obligation to attack. And Normandie is excellent when the opponent is coming on him. So let's see if it works again, or if the AZIZSIR will succeed Temashabi.
Well, he's got a silver before at the World Championships. He doesn't want another one here. He's still got time. He's only 2 points down, but he's up against it here. The form of the Frenchman, the physique, and indeed the quickness, all in favour of Normandie. The referee just stepping in, telling him to unlock the fingers.
That's good from the referee, observing the fingers of the athletes. Oh yeah, good attempt to attack the waist.
And he's staying aggressive, Normandie.
He's still stepping in the AZIZSIR.
Putting the pressure on Temas B.
You see, stepping in again. Give the caution. They give the caution to the French.
Yeah, I thought Normandie was being plenty active there, but the referee didn't think so.
They decide the opposite.
Temas B has a glimmer of hope here. Can he get a good hold before the whistle? Temas B just trying to get his breath back there. Got a good hold. Good defence from Normandie.
Let's see now. The AZIZSIR have the control on the wrist.
Will he have time to execute it?
Normandie has a good... Oh, resist. Good resistance from Normandie. Turning on the opposite side. Let's see, the AZIZSIR will try to lift.
Temas B's given it all he's got, but the referee are ready to step in.
Yeah. He succeeded on the defense. He's happy.
The referee steps in, but Temas B's coach decides to throw in the challenge. He's going to ask the AZIZSIR, does he want it to be played?
Yeah. I don't think so. It will change anything, yeah.
I think it'll just give him a chance to catch his breath, though.
Or maybe, yes, to recover. You see, there is no, you know, it's the AZIZSIR, almost the AZIZSIR
hook in the leg, yeah, exactly.
Not the French.
I think the coach was...
The coach is never his Patrice Moyer. No?
Very animated.
1 point more
for the failed challenge.
Yeah, because they failed the challenge. So it's 3 points now for Normandie.
So still a minute and 30 or so left for Temas B to do something, but the Frenchman Melanie Numonvi looking very strong at the moment, and that point will help him down the stretch here. He's looking for the World Championship crown.
He's in a good way to become champion now. It's only 1 minute left, and he's still stepping in, you see?
Yep.
A lot, and it's slippery, by the way.
From the sweat, yep.
So the Azeri will attempt anything to... He will try to throw, probably. But yes, he will grab the fingers, or maybe it's the French grab the fingers, but anyway, they have both control. Now Numonvi is controlling 2-1. Turning around.
Well, Numonvi looking strong here. He has a bronze, he has a silver. Is he about to get a gold medal here in Tashkent?
Probably. I don't see anything from the Azeri to can put Numonvi in danger. Numonvi has to turn around. That's what he's doing now.
Well, Melanie Numonvi killing the clock, 10 seconds.
Yeah, yes. We have a new world champion, probably.
Has a sneaky little look at the clock there.
Yes, yes, that's it, that's done.
He's had a look at the clock. A big smile. Both of them world champions, coach and athlete.
Yes.
Melanie Numonvi, he makes it count, and he deserved it all the way through, Danielle. He was the quicker, he was the stronger, he had the better technique.
Yes, he showed better technique and more willing to win this gold and take more risk, by the way. And a good defense on the floor, a very good defense on the floor, to avoid the attacks of the Azeri.
Well, happy scenes for the French national team here.
Yes, and now it's his turn.
He's got a little dance for us. Pourquoi pas?
Funny steps. Yes.
Why not?
Yes, yes. And he takes the whole size of the platform, the 3 mats, to make his turn around.
Well, he tried, and the tricolour of France flies for Numonvi. He certainly deserved it. Temashpi from Azerbaijan, that's his second silver at the World Championships. So he's obviously absolutely distraught with that one, but he was up against it in Numonvi. And lots of celebrations will go long into the night for the French team.
Yeah, you can see the joy, the happiness. So it's a good sign also for France, who will organize in the near future the World Championships in Paris. So that's a good announcement to have a world champion at the same time. And now that's the new world champion after 19 years of time waiting between the gold medal of Yvon Rimer. As we mentioned, that was the first world champion of Patrice Mourier, who was the coach in the corner of Melanie Numonvi here. So Greco-Roman is a really successful style for France, because they won also the gold medal and the bronze medal with 2 brothers at the Olympics in Beijing. So this is a tradition for France, Greco-Roman.
Well, Numonvi adding to that tradition, and he'll be up to get his reward on the 85-kilogram podium in a little while. But of course now the moments move back to the 75-kilogram men. Wonderful scenes there. Father and son Arsene, Jules Falakian, happy days for him. The man from Armenia, emulating his father, becoming the champion. Jules Falakian, of course, great delight for him, joining him on the podium. Andrew Bizek of the United States, in a very good day today, defeating Roman Vlasov, the Olympic champion. And of course, in the quarterfinals, he moved on to end up with a bronze medal. Andy Bizek from Minnesota. Mirsaliev from Azerbaijan takes the other bronze. Good moments for the United States and for Azerbaijan. Andy Bizek looking pretty cool on the podium. Mirsaliev much more stoic with his bronze medal. In a fantastic final, Neven Zujag of Croatia. Well, he's got a couple of bronze medals already from the World Championships. He now adds a silver medal to his collection. His twin brother Nenad will wrestle later in the week. So wrestling back in the Olympic family, lots of family stories here. Twin brothers, twin sisters, sisters-in-law, father and son. But the top man in that father and son combination, our son Jules Falakian from Armenia. And this is nice, Daniel, a lovely show of respect.
That's very good.
And still enough energy to jump onto the podium.
Yes, exactly. So as the president himself of the Mr. Nenad Lalovic, who gave this medal to this great champion.
Well, he's an Olympic silver medalist. He's now a world champion.
The president of the United World Wrestling. Who did a good presentation in Buenos Aires at the Olympic Congress to keep wrestling in the main
it's in the Olympic family.
Yes.
And Jules Falakian keeping it in the family, and he will enjoy the national anthem of Armenia. Well, a short and sharp anthem there for the Armenians to enjoy. And the Jules Falakian family, wonderful gold medal for them. The second one to add to the father's set. Let's see if they can all sneak onto the podium. Space for Bizek, he budges in there. Armenia, Croatia, the USA and Azerbaijan completing the podium. Nice medals as well. Do you want to change? No, I'll keep mine. He's got the bronze, I've got the gold.
That's good. That's funny. You know, they keep in good mood. That's very important.
I think that's important as well, because sometimes when you watch them, Jules Falakian, of course, enjoying his moment here in the world's media, but they're fighting hard, but it's pure respect.
Yes, always. They know how each other. They know each other. That all of them, they deserve it. And it's momentum. It's the moment who decide for them. It's the Americans.
He must dash to receive the medal.
Oh, there's a French flag here with the young delegation from across France who make a tour.
Okay.
In almost in the world. I mean, just they've been to a lot of countries, so they are here. They are all students who will experiment wrestling in all the countries, and they have the luck to be here and to participate to this beautiful moment with the French delegation. So you can see the flag here in the center of the
And perfect timing for them, Daniel. They
yes.
come and they've got a world champion from France after almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So they've brought some luck to the French. The Armenian journalists obviously delighted with that moment from Jules Falakian. Well, Arsene Jules Falakian joins his father, Levin Jules Falakian. And we'll find out, father and son, could it be the first one? And there's the French youngsters that you mentioned.
Yes, with a giant flag. With a giant flag from France.
And will they have a giant cheer here for Mélanie Noumanville, the big man on top of the podium. It was a great final against the Azeri Saman Temashabi. But he looks very, very happy indeed.
Yes, he is.
Still sweating, of course.
And he was, you know, he got injury a few times, so he passed so close to this title, this UTM title. So now he's happy. Now he's happy, and he can be happy too when you are world champion, of course.
But it's more sweet when you've been through injuries, you've been through down times, and you take it, you know. Happy days for him, and indeed for BELENIUK Jean from the Ukraine.
And the medal will be done for the, I believe, for the French world champion by a French man who is the General Secretary of the International Federation for more than 20 years or so. Mr. Michel Dusson was president of the French Federation for a number of years before Noumanville start competition.
If he's been the president for 20 years, he was around the last time that France took a gold medal in 1995. Good days for Michel Dusson to have a look at this, but indeed, it takes two people to bring a fantastic final together, and he gave it all he had. Saman Temashabi from Azerbaijan by way of Iran, and it is the Azeri who takes the silver, a second silver at the World Championships. He had one in 2013, he's got another one. Is he getting closer, or will it always be?
And now is the moment for the concentration for Mélanie Noumanville from France.
Well, he's had a bronze before, Daniel. He's had a silver medal. Here at Tashkent in 2014, he takes the gold. Champion du monde.
And this is Mr. Michel Dusson, the General Secretary of the new United World Wrestling, UWW, and he's certainly very happy and proud to award Mélanie Noumanville with the gold medal. He said.
And all the youngsters and indeed the French delegation can enjoy the Marseillaise.
Yeah, we will see. We'll listen to the Marseillaise now. Allons enfants de la patrie.
Well, he was word perfect throughout. Melanie, the world champion, singing along to the Marseillaise, as was Danielle Robin. You enjoyed that, Danielle?
Sure. I didn't have that much opportunity to sing that national anthem at the World Championships.
Well, BELENIUK, bronze, Lawrence bronze, Temasabi silver, the big man from France, Melanie, he is the world champion. Have you enjoyed all of the wrestling today?
Yes, it was very interesting. We had some I would say different point of view of some interpretation of the hold and the rules, but you know, at the end, everybody's happy. That's the more important, and we have a beautiful show in freestyle women's and Greco-Roman also today, with this beautiful victory to finish this day with Melanie and those youngsters coming from all across France to make a tour, a world tour, to experiment wrestling all across.
Well, a world tour for the French youngsters, a world champion to finish on from Danielle and myself from Tashkent. It's goodbye for now.